Hello everyone, I'm Rahimi and I am from Group 3. Today we would like to share about the national education philosophy and the teacher education philosophy. As we know, this philosophy are foundation of our education system. Let us go through the slide together. Hi, I'm Rahimi. For the introduction, education is an essential element in the development of individuals and a nation. In Malaysia, the education system is guided by two main philosophies, the National Education Philosophy or in bahasa Falsafah Pendidikan Kebangsaan, FPN, and the Teacher Education Philosophy or in bahasa Falsafah Pendidikan Guru, FPG. Both philosophies play an important role in ensuring that the educational process is well-led and effective. The FPN serves as the foundation of the national education system, while the FPG provides guidance for the teacher in carrying out their responsibilities as educators.
The next part is a history of teacher education philosophy. Before 1982, Malaysia did not have a formal, specific philosophy for teacher education. Teacher education was based on general national policies like the Razak Report at 1956 and Rahman Talib Report 1961. The Ministry of Education Malaysia officially formalized to the teacher education philosophy. FPG was designed to align with Malaysian national education goals and ensure that teachers were not only technically skilled but also ethically responsible and professionally. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norainu Nabila binti Hasri. I will continue my part, which is a development of national education philosophy. The first one is Education National Curriculum Regulation at 1997. Developers in CDC will decide on the kind of knowledge, skills, and attitude. The second one is the aim of education, which is to produce Malaysian citizens who possess high moral standard and being able to contribute to the harmony and betterment of the family and society. Next is the role of teacher, which is a teach inductive and deductive reasoning, scientific method, and power of observation and practice. And the next one is the role of student is to show active learning and participation, and to receive a knowledge and demonstrate minimum competence.
Hi everyone, my name is Ahmad Syahir bin Fikri. Now let's begin with the history of the teacher education philosophy or FPG in Malaysia. Before 1982, Malaysia did not have a formal, specific philosophy for teacher education. Instead, teacher education was guided by general national educational policies such as the Razak Report 1956 and Rahmat Talib Report 1961. These reports outline the general framework for education in Malaysia, but did not specifically address to the philosophy for training teachers. It was only in 1982 that the Ministry of Education Malaysia took a significant step by officially formalizing the Teacher Education Philosophy or FPG. This was an important move as FPG provided a structure framework for teacher training and established professional standards for teachers across the country. Now moving on to the development of FPG. After FPG was formally established in 1982, it became the foundation for teacher training programs, professional development, and teacher certification in Malaysia. This provided consistency and a clear direction for training educators. Over the years, FPG has continuously evolved to adapt to the changing needs of the education system. It has incorporated new technologies and the demand for 20th century skills, ensuring that teachers are not only knowledgeable but also equipped to face modern education challenges. In summary, FPG remains relevant today because it continues to evolve and support holistic teacher development, making sure educators are equipped with the professional and ethical standards needed to shape future generations.
Hi everyone, so today I would like to talk about the similarities and the differences for National Philosophy of Education, which is FPN, and Teachers Education Philosophy, which is FPG. So let's talk about the similarities first. First, we have focus on holistic development. So both philosophies emphasize balanced development in terms of intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical aspects. Next, we have emphasized moral values. FPN and FPG stress the importance of good values, ethics, and strong character. Last but not least, we have support national development. Both aim to produce individuals who contribute positively to the society and to the nation. Thank you. Now let's talk about the differences of FPN and FPG. So let's talk about the focus. FPN focuses on the development of students, while FPG focuses on the development of teachers. Next, let's talk about the purpose. FPN purpose is to guide overall goals of the Malaysia education system, while FPG purpose is to guide the qualities and responsibilities of teachers. Last but not least, we have role in education. FPN shapes the education system and curriculum, while FPG shapes the teaching, training, and professional behavior. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I will be discussing case studies of FPN, Falsafah Pendidikan Negara implementation in the classroom. The case study that we'll be discussing today was done on 7 secondary Form 2 teachers in the subject of mathematics. The purpose of the study is to look at how Malaysian secondary school mathematics teacher apply the FPN, which is based on holistic development and emphasis on belief of God in their teaching practices. The study examined the practical application of this belief by the teachers in their daily mathematics teaching activities. The study was done through interviews, classroom observations, and document analysis. Researchers have observed that most of the mathematics lessons were teacher-centered, whereby teacher write on board and students copy, focused on examinations. Teachers were pressured to finish the syllabus on time. Worksheet practice-based. Teachers have a very basic or shallow understanding of the Falsafah Pendidikan Negara. Rather than having lessons that is ideally student-led, teacher facilitate learning by asking strategic questions and encouraging students to use team activities to solve problems through engaging hands-on activities that support their holistic development. Therefore, the aim of the FPN was actually not met. Implication of the study. There is a need for better teacher training on educational philosophy and also how to apply it in real classroom teaching. Educational policymakers need to find a way to balance academic achievement with holistic student development in terms of being exam focused. The next case study that I'm going to share is a study done for the purpose to examine whether the FPN has been implemented in Malaysian secondary schools. The study also aimed to explore the perception of teachers and students regarding the implementation of the philosophy. A quantitative survey was done on 185 Form 4 students and 45 teachers. The study was conducted at both the government and private schools in Kuching, Sarawak. In order to determine whether the FPN is implemented successfully in every school, the researchers surveyed both teachers and students. Classroom observation of the study, researchers found that teacher promoted learnings that develop intellectual abilities, moral values, and social responsibility through classroom discussions and group learning activities. Learning was student-centered, and teachers acted as facilitators, whereby they encourage students to participate actively in collaborative activities that promote critical thinking. And students are encouraged to express their opinions and solve problems respectfully while working in the groups. Teacher also modeled values such as discipline, respect, and responsibility. Teachers also implemented the FPN in their teaching strategies, classroom management, and learning activities. Implication of the study, there need for teacher training to better integrate holistic education. Curriculum should continue to support balanced education and character development. School to create environment that supports FPN by instilling positive values, active student participation, and community involvement. Thank you.
My name is Tabital. Today I'm going to share about case study of the Falsafah Pendidikan Guru implementation in the classroom. So, case study purpose. The purpose of this case study is to examine how the development of teachers' professionalism on self-effectiveness of school secondary teachers in Selangor State. A total of 384 teachers were involved in this study. Next, goals of the study. The first one, to find out the level of readiness of teachers in developing their level of professionalism. Second is to ensure that school teachers around Selangor implement FPG within themselves. And lastly, to ensure that teachers are always committed to developing human capital by constantly developing themselves. Conclusion. Teachers are long life learners and need to be equipped with sufficient knowledge to ensure more comprehensive human capital development in terms of various aspects. And then teachers must always be prepared to face future challenges in ensuring holistic human capital development. Another case study purpose is, the purpose of the study is to examine the role of teachers in moral values and academic excellence while also promoting social responsibility and community engagement. Sekolah Dato' Abdul Razak demonstrate that teachers collaborate with peers and parents in making school activities a success. The observation of the study. Teachers collaborate with other teachers in implementing school sport programs. Secondly, teachers at the school foster parental cooperation in participating in school programs. And also students work together to make sports successful at the school level and help each other with other students. And lastly, this collaboration between teachers, parents and students has made the sports program at the school a success. Conclusion. Teachers as promoters of moral and ethical development. And then collaboration with various parties including colleagues, parents and students is very important to develop a responsible society. Physical development is important for students because good health contributes to active mind. Thank you.
For the conclusion, the National Education Philosophy (FPN) and the Teacher Education Philosophy (FPG) are important foundations of the education system in Malaysia. Both philosophies related each other in producing individuals who are knowledgeable, morally upright, and balanced in intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical aspects. These philosophies guide teachers to improve their teaching skills, reflect on their practices, and demonstrate professional ethics. And these philosophies also help teachers become good role models and develop individuals who are not only knowledgeable but also able to understand and apply knowledge in real life. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.